Hi, I'm Lily Sikong with BDJ Real Estate, brokered by eXp Realty. And today, I want to talk to you about buying a house and paying your own mortgage. If you are a homeowner and you are already paying a mortgage, or maybe you have already finished paying for your mortgage, maybe you want to consider buying an investment property and take advantage of the low interest rates that we have right now. And I'm sure you have heard about this over and over, low interest rates. So this is a great time to buy. But if you are renting, how much are you renting? And how long have you been renting? And why is it that you are not paying your own mortgage? Have you thought that maybe with the amount that you pay per month in rent, you could be paying your own mortgage? Just think about it. And let me tell you something. If you are renting, you are already paying a mortgage, except that you are not paying your mortgage. You are paying your landlord's mortgage. So why not paying your own mortgage? We know that there are so many benefits of owning a house. And there are so many things that you cannot do when you are renting. You cannot even change the colors of the walls. And if you want to change, let's say you want to change the floors, you may be able to do it, but you need to negotiate with the landlord, with the owner of the house that you live in or the apartment. And this is something that you can do on your own if you are owning your own place. So why not paying your own mortgage? And the other thing is the rents usually are increased yearly, and your landlord may tell you to vacate the house at any given time. And you will be looking for another place, and maybe you're even going to have to pay a little bit more than you are paying right now in your rent. So the first step when you are thinking about buying a house is to contact a lender so you know how much home you can afford. And I always recommend to talk to at least two lenders so you know what options they can offer you. Some people don't give the first step in contacting a lender because sometimes they think that they are not going to qualify for a loan for whatever the reason. Maybe they had a bankruptcy, or maybe they had a house and it was foreclosed. But those things expire, they have an expiration date. And you need to make sure that you know all this and don't disqualify yourself. If you are not calling a lender because you think you're not qualified for a loan, you are disqualifying yourself. So I invite you to take the first step and contact a lender, or you can contact me and I can put you in touch with a lender. Of course, you can talk to anyone that you want. It can be your bank, it can be a lender that you know or that it was referred to you, but I can give you a list also of lenders that have given good service to my prior clients. But I can also put you in touch with somebody that can call you directly. But you have no idea how many times I receive calls from people that want to buy a house. And then when I put them in touch or try to put them in touch with a lender, the lender says, I don't know what happened because they disappear. They either don't reply the voice message, the text message, the emails, and I still don't understand what is the motivation. Because if you contacted me via email, text message, or you call me, it's because there is an interest of buying a house, of owning your own place. And as I said, sometimes it's because you disqualify yourself. So don't do it. Talk to the lender, and the lender will be able to tell you how much home you can afford. And if the reason that you don't call him is because you think, oh, I'm not going to qualify, let me tell you something. If the lender talks to you and they check your or review your situation, they may tell you also what you already thought, that you don't qualify right now. But they are not telling you no. They are just saying not now. Not now, but later. And the other thing is that the lender will be able to tell you what you need to do in order to be ready to qualify for a loan later on. And they may tell you also you need to wait, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, but do this and do that. And if you take note and if you follow those recommendations, you know, the time flies. And in 3 or 6 months or whatever the time that the lender told you to wait, if you follow the recommendations of the lender, you will be ready to buy a house. But if you just talk to the lender and the lender said you don't qualify now, and you don't do anything about it, if you don't follow their lender's recommendations, when the time comes in 3 or 6 months or whatever the time is that the lender told you, you're going to be exactly in the same situation. So don't wait. Give that step. And one step at a time is better than not step at all. So that's something that I've been telling you before. And the other thing is some people may think that they don't qualify because they only have a tax ID. But let me tell you, there are some mortgage companies that give loans to people that have only tax ID. The only thing is that they may ask you to put a little bit more in down payment, but it is still possible to buy a house with a tax ID. So don't disqualify yourself. Give the call to the lender or contact me and I'll put you in touch with a lender, and let's start working towards that goal of having your own home. And I hope this information is useful for you. I have the link on my website in the description of this video, www.greatgulfhomes.com, and you can go to the tab that is for buyers for more tips and resources. You can also visit my Facebook where I have all kinds of information real estate related. You can find me as Lily Second Realtor, and you will see many videos that have information also about real estate. So I hope this information is useful. Let me know in the comments or send me a direct message and I'll be happy to answer you.